Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is the 105 leFH18B2, the French Tier 5 Premium SPG that we know and love as Fifi La Pew Pew. You might know it as a Leffy, a Leaf Blower, or a leHEPA. This one's located on the northeast corner of Live Oaks under the command of Fenrisulv of the Farts clan. Yes, it really does say that. Anyway, 105mm light field howitzer. It's capable of doing 410 alpha and penetrating 53mm of armor with a 1.91 meter burst radius. It's one of the faster firing Artys in the game because of course it's a premium, and there's only 2 premiums in this game. The premium Arty, that is. We wish Wargaming would actually put more in, but for some reason they won't, and I think it's more to do with the fact they're afraid of the Unicums, the super Unicums who play the game on a regular basis. They're too afraid that those guys will leave the game or attack them for doing what they're doing. They don't really need to worry about those people because they won't leave the game, even if new Arty was placed in the game. They like the game too much. They wouldn't give up their earner, because most of them are earning money from the game. So people like, well, Voldemort, as he's known, he wouldn't leave the game. No, he's earning too much. Okay, trying to get a shot on this T-3485. Rounds out. Oh, no. We got the kill. That's the first kill for the game. Over in the city, we've got a Dicamax. Now, it's a tier 6 game with tier 5 tanks in it, so we're going to earn extra XP from this one. Oh! Well, that was interesting, because that kill actually went to the Jagdpanzer 4. With 2 up on the enemy at the moment, and now we've got an M10. Wow! He died very quickly. And Nashorn got him. Berza, down at the other end of the railway line. Right at the edge of the map. Well, he just managed to take out our Excalibur. Rounds up. Direct hit. 167. You can see how accurate this gun is. It really is superb. And of course, it's got the potential to do 210 hit points of damage. Doesn't always do that though. Yes, he got a close shot there on the T-3485M. But he does go down to our Panzer III K. And we're going back to the Berzer again. Rounds up. Yeah, he keeps moving. We're too far away for our shots to actually get direct hits unless we're closer or we can predict exactly where he's headed. He doesn't want to move out of that spot at the moment. He's just rocking backwards and forwards to avoid any direct hit. Now, an enemy tank was seen up that end. Oh my god, he just got a direct hit on whoever's behind the KB1. It was a Type 58, and there he is. Chinese T-3485. Our shell was a little too late on that one, but the Type 58 suddenly stopped. Okay, can we get a shot on him this time? He's pulling back, so fire ahead of his course. Didn't give enough lead on that one. We've seen Fenrisulv play this game before, play this Arty before. He is pretty good at it. We just lost our Tiger 131. Round sounds on the KB1. Direct hit. 34 hit points, must have hit the tracks. And we can see our teammates are firing in. In fact, actually, we just got hit by the stun of the enemy Arty. They've got 2 of them. We've got an M41, and that's the one that hit us. Because the other one is a Fifi and he doesn't have stun. There goes the water tower. Now, okay, there's the buzzer. And we've been hit again by the M41. Well, it seems that we did get the buzzer. He was wiped out, but we got hit by the M41 again, which is not good. We've moved, so obviously they can't get a shot at the same spot and hit us. They are firing in our general direction, though. In fact, they did get fairly close. And there's a direct hit on Type 58. Another couple of shots, or maybe even just one shot, and he could be out the game. No, unfortunately, he ducked for cover quickly. Now, the enemy Arty is firing at us because they can see the tracer from both Artys coming from the same position. Yes, the other Arty on our team is also a PP, and he's very close to us. There you go. And that's why, you see, because he can see the tracers from both of them, so he knows where they are, and that's why they're getting hit. You need to separate. Arty should never be firing from the same position, because it's so easy for them to spot the tracer and then fire at them. So he's changing his position now, and that's going to make it a little more difficult for that enemy Arty to get shots on him. He'll still be looking for him, but he might not get it. He might not see it. Well, another Arty round's been fired in our general direction, but this time round it hit where our teammate is, not where we are. Going for the Wolverine. Rounds out. Direct hit, 179, and the other Fifi gets the kill shot. Going for the Chappie. I think that M41's going to be firing at us again. Rounds out. Well, Chappie's losing hit points now. Rounds out again. One of those was a direct hit because there was no second explosion. And the enemy Arty is still going after our teammate. Well, the Berser on the enemy team killed Wolverine. And it's now 5 versus 4. We've lost sight of the Chappie. We know where he was last seen because we can see it on the minimap, but there's no guarantee he's still there. Okay, we've got 2 choices. We can go round the lake, and that will get us the protection of our own teammates, or we can go directly down the railway line. If we go that route, we're going to meet the Berser. And, oh, there's the enemy Arty firing in our general direction. And again, tried to hit our teammate and failed. Yes, we're much better off going around the lake to get the support of our teammates. Because if we go directly down the railway line, we are going to meet that Berser. And he's probably going to take us out. But the thing is that we've got better view range than the Berser, 390 meters, which means we will see him before he sees us, unless, of course, he's already sitting in cover, waiting for us to appear. Of course, the Chappie might see us because he's a light tank and he's right in the middle of the lake as far as we can tell. And if he is out there, then he's going to spot us as we're going around the outside once we get to the bridge. And we just saw the tracer from one of the enemy Artys. And there's the other one. And one of those shells actually connected with the leopard and killed him. So we know one of the Artys is in the dip and the other one is in the forest. And it looks like the one in the forest is the M41. And they still haven't found us. And there's the Berser. Okay, so we can let him get a little closer. He knows he's been seen. But if we use a heat round on him now, he'll obviously go down. We've lost sight of him temporarily because we're not at the edge of the fallen tree. So he's actually in camo at the moment, or in the water. But when he gets really close, you can hit him with a heat round. It will go right through him and should kill him off. There he is. Okay, line him up. And he's just gone into the water. Now, you should be hitting him now. If he gets tracked, he's dead. Because he'll drown. He could drown from the tracking. And in fact, he drowns because of the other Fifi, who did track him under the water. And that was the end of him. So now, it's just the Chappie and the 2 Arty on the enemy team. We've got a Nashorn. And we've got the Berser. And both Artys. So now it will be a good idea for us to actually head south down the railway line whilst the Nashorn goes to the corner nearest the centre of the lake. That's it. If he's going that way right now. And he can watch out for that Chappie. But we need to go down the railway line, get to the enemy cap. Got plenty of time to do it. At the moment, Fenrisulv seems to be a bit, well, distracted. He's not actually playing the game as such. I think he was talking to somebody else. Can't guarantee that that chappie is in the middle of the lake. It's a bit of the Nashorn's making a bit of a mistake by moving into that center piece or center area to get directly to the cap. If he goes on his own, if he doesn't have the support of the Burza, the enemy Arty could actually get him. In fact, they found the chappie, and the chappie does die, but one of the enemy Arty did hit the Nashorn. And now we need to get moving. In fact, they've killed the Nashorn, and that was really a bit wasteful because that didn't need to happen. If the Burza had gone with the Nashorn, they would have killed the chappie very, very quickly, and then they could have moved on. But he didn't move on after he killed the chappie, and the enemy Arty nailed him. So now we've got a case of 2 Arty we've got to kill. There's the first one. He's on the move. Lead the target. Work out where you need to put the shell. Rounds out. He is in cover now. Now he's at much greater risk. And they did kill the Burza. So we've got no support. It's Arty versus Arty on this game now. And I think we can guarantee that that Arty is going to come straight across the land bridge, right across the lake, to get to the cap as quickly as possible. He'll use the fallen trees to move from cover to cover as he's cutting across. Is that a... Oh, it's a wolf symbol. And he's got skill symbol on the other side. Oh, this is so easy. He's auto-aimed on. That's not the thing to do, but, well, he's been spotted now, and the M41 will try to nail him, but he can kill this BP. One more shot. Oh, don't turn too... Yeah, he's gone out of lock there. That was a silly. He could have killed the guy with the next shot, and now he's left himself extra work to do. Yes, that wasn't necessary. You did that incorrectly. You could have killed the guy with the next shot. And now you've got to acquire him again. And there he's got him now. That was a bit risky, that. But now he needs to move away from this spot because the M41 knows where he is. And the M41's got a long reload. So, of course, it's going to take him a little while. Okay, knocking down that cart would tell the M41 that he's moved. But now the M41 doesn't have a clue where he is. And the M41's got a relatively short view range. He's only got 2 minutes now to get the cap. There's the M41. Okay, now he can take this guy out. The M41 can't see him, but he knows he's been spotted. No, he aimed that directly at the vehicle, and the vehicle moved after he shot. He's now on target. Unfortunately, couldn't get the shell round the building. This is very risky because this M41's going to get very close before he shoots. And there's the shot that kills and wins the game. And it came from the other PP on our team. Here's the end of battle results, and that was a second-class tanker for Fenrisulv1 of Aslains in the 105 leFH18B2. Unfortunately, all we can show is that he got a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits because he got 8 in this game. But because it was recorded and uploaded to watch replays, there's no other information available. We can't tell you what the win 8 was or if there were any other medals, because sadly they don't include that data in their results. So let's have a look at team score and we'll see exactly what they received. Well, the highest damage in the game turned out to be the T-3485M on the enemy team, who managed 1,444. Second highest damage was the M10 Wolverine, who managed 1,392. And we can see in third place, it was the top scorer on our team which was Bogdan64. In the other Fifi, he managed 1,381 hit points. And in fourth place, it's Fenrisulv, who managed 1,198. When it came to kills, we can see that the Burza on the enemy team managed to get 4 kills. And then there was 3 kills by Fenrisulv and Bogdan64. And in third place, we've got the Nashorn and the Burza on our team. And on the enemy team, their M10 Wolverine and their Fifi both managed 2 kills apiece. When it came to base XP, we can see top scorer was the other Arty on our team. Yes, Bogdan64 got 807 base experience points, 734 went to Fenrisulv, and 693 went to the Panzerkampfwagen 3 Ausrung K. Now, he fired 31 rounds, so he still had 19 left at the end of the game. Got 9 direct hits and 2 penetrating shots and 13 splash. Damage of 1,198 hit points, of which 858 were at more than 300 meters. 1 hit received, and he also, I think that was from the Type 658 who actually got a shot on us. 5 enemy splashes from the enemy Arty, and 1 vehicle spotted, 8 enemy vehicles damaged, 3 killed. And on a premium count, he actually made 95,278 credits profit, including 50,000 for a personal mission payout and 3,743 experience points as well out of that game. It could have been better. He could have had another kill if he'd shot at the Burza as he was in the water, because it was definitely going to drown the guy. Unfortunately, he didn't do that. He did manage to get a different Burza, though, so at least there was something that he managed to get there. And of course, he did get 3 kills in total. But it might have been more helpful for him if he'd actually got those extra kills that were available to him. And if he'd gone around the railway line, as I suggested, they wouldn't have actually met the enemy Arty, because they would have gone one route and the Arty would have gone a different route, the enemy Arty. And it would have been the Nashorn if he hadn't been so impetuous and moved into the center of the map. If he'd stayed on that corner, he would have nailed both of the enemy Arty as they tried to cross the lake and picked up a Pascucci's medal. So there you go. That was an interesting battle. You see Arty duels at the end game quite often if you're an Arty player, and you'd be surprised how many times an Arty has to save it for their team. If you enjoyed that replay, please give it a like, and thank you for watching.